Good evening, and what is up? Welcome back to Gone Diggin' Live from the Relic Room. My name is Matt, and man, I gotta tell you guys, I'm admittedly a little bit nervous. I hope everyone is doing well out there in YouTube land. I don't know if I'm admittedly nervous because I'm all here by my lonesome self, or is it because of what I have to tell you this evening? Very quickly, we have 52 fine people who took time out of their Monday evening to come hang out with me and everybody in the chat, with Michigan Mud Digger being the first one in. Tommy Aiken, Metal Detecting NYC, Colonial Fine, Ski Searcher. Sand Pirate Treasure Hunter is all the way over in Japan, and he says, good morning. What is up, my friend? Thank you for coming and spending your morning here. He says he's off to work today and no beach detecting or metal detecting. But lots of new exciting folks I've never seen, and I appreciate each and every one of you coming in for this, what is honestly I'm very excited to share, but very nervous as well. Jed Carroll, Tony from Just Dirt Detecting, Just Dirt Fishing, Frankie's here, Brad, man, so many awesome channels. DK's here, Gary Penta, Michael Campbell's here, who has been on fire in the metal detecting world as well. But I won't leave you guys hanging for too long. I am super excited to present to you guys October 17th and 18th of 2020, the first Gone Digging metal detecting event. Yeah, it has absolutely been something I've dreamed about doing, and I've really pushed hard to bring something to the table that I thought was going to be something people want to attend, would have a educational piece, a large social piece, and an opportunity to possibly find something good. So, that said, we have just finalized all of the details for, well, won't say all of them, but 90% of them for the Gone Digging Beach Blast, October 17th and 18th of 2020 in Virginia Beach. It is going to be an absolute fantastic time. I first want to reach out and say thank you for everybody who encouraged me to do this, and for everybody who's been supporting me here and will continue to support the channel and this kind of event as we go forward. What I will say, let me tell you about what the Gone Diggin' Beach Blast is. Over the last few years, I've attended a lot of organized metal detecting events, and what I've noticed is they all have one thing in common, right? It's not always about the finds. It's about the social aspect, to get to meet new people who are interested in what you're doing. And whether it's metal detecting on the beach, whether it's relic hunting, whether it's upstate New York, or all the way down in Florida. It's an experience to be with like-minded people to share in the same kind of broad love for metal detecting. And I thought about it for a long time, and I really want to do an organized metal detecting event, whether that is designed or towards relic hunting. And I promise you that I will do that. But what I wanted to bring to the table was an education piece. I don't know very much about metal detecting on the beach, but what I am going to bring is some of my best friends are going to come, and they are going to speak to you, if you choose to attend this event, about how to metal detect on the beach, how to read the beach, which targets to listen for, how to retrieve those targets, interactions you may have while you're out on the beach, and things to consider. It is going to be really cool. Aggie Hall, who found an absolute fantastic coin today, said she'll be there in her bikini. Fantastic. So here, let's just go right to it. I'm going to pull up the event site, and we're going to pull it up and show it to you guys on the stream so you can see it. So there it is, the Gone Diggin' Beach Blast. And so new concept in metal detecting, 4 hours of educational speakers, and I'm talking the best in the business. And from everything from reading a beach, how to be better at beach detecting, to the machines and everything in between. So right now, to give you guys a layout, what I've really considered is one, the site. The site is the hotel accommodations, the Holiday Inn and Suites, North Virginia Beach. That is oceanfront, walk out the beach and go metal detecting territory. And I'm really excited about that. It's a beautiful venue. Me and Jamie already have gone down, checked it out, seen it firsthand. Really enjoy it. And if you guys are interested, I will drop this down in the chat so you guys can see it. Reservations, everything about the event is here on the page here, and I'll drop that in the chat for everybody. Let's do that right now. So it's I have 4 speakers, and tonight I'm going to introduce our first one, and I think you guys will be super excited because he is actually here in the stream chatting away as we speak. One of our guest speakers will be Meryl from Metal Detecting NYC. If you guys have followed Meryl, you know he's super entertaining guy, hilarious with his metal detecting raps. But very successful on metal detecting different kinds of beaches. In the last few months, you've seen him in New York, you've seen him in Florida, and he's successful both evening, or every time you see him out. So I'm really excited that Meryl's going to come down and be a guest speaker. Who knows, maybe you even get a special Virginia Beach rap. It is going to be phenomenal. And I'm really excited. I called and talked to Meryl and said, Meryl, would you come and be a speaker? And it was like, he said, absolutely. And his passion for metal detecting and metal detecting on the beach really shines in everything that he does. Like he says, he's pumped, and I am super excited to bring him out. We have a bunch of stuff we've been working on with sponsors. So that's our first and not our only speaker. So Meryl's going to actually speak to you and talk to you and teach you all about where we're going to be at. But here's the other cool part about this event. So not only are the speakers going to teach you how to metal detect on the beach, then we'll all be divided up into groups, and depending on whatever your preference is, you can go out and metal detect with the people who just taught you at different sites that we've set up. So that's going to be basically the 17th of interacting, hanging out, talking, 4-hour presentation, and then going out to the sites and metal detecting. So after all that, we have a social event set up, and we have 2 options. That's really going to be up to the participants. We're going to kind of do some polling because I want this to be an interactive event. It will either be at the hotel or at a venue right down the street, like kind of a pizza kind of bar place. But it's really going to be up to the participants whether they'd rather stay close to their rooms so they can have a few drinks and not have to worry about getting home, or do you want to go out however we want to do it. This is going to be a really cool interactive event. So I am stoked about that. Sponsors. We have Cold Harbor Metal Detectors right here in Mechanicsville, Virginia, is one of our title sponsors. Jerry does a lot of great things for the metal detecting community. He will actually even be helping us with some machines. We'll have machines for giveaways at our social event. We have We Dig Metal Detecting. Andy O'Neill is one of our sponsors as well. Any of the graphics that you guys see posted throughout the upcoming weeks for the event, those are all created by Andy. So if you need some channel artwork for your channel, Andy will be more than happy to help you out with that. He's doing 1,000 things, but he's able to work me in, and Andy does great stuff. So we have Cold Harbor Metal Detectors. We didn't dig metal detecting, and we have Omega Mills. I don't know if you guys know Omega Mills or use their pouches, but they make a great, fantastic beach bag for whether it's all this mesh bag with the Velcro pocket. It's got a bunch of different D loops and stuff like that for pinpointers or shovels. It's a fantastic bag. Gary Pinta, this is probably my absolute favorite thing. Gary Pinta will be donating a couple items for giveaways. If you've not seen mydetecting.com, Gary has a ton of cool stuff. If you guys have any chat questions about the event as we go through it, kind of drop it all down. Let me know. Use the @ at Gone Diggin, and I'll try to get there. Or one of my folks who does the blue wrench thing will pass it to me. So a couple giveaways from Gary that'll happen in the social event. Man, fantastic stuff. And we've just announced this. I've kind of pushed this out to a few folks. So a selective group have been editing and helping me out as we go along through this process. But we are Plugmaster Ford. I think somebody else mentioned it. How many participants? Right now, participation is capped at 150 folks. That is going to be the top, because the idea of this event is not only to teach you something, but you have also small group instruction, right? So I didn't want to have 200 people and then have 40 or 50 people in each group and one instructor for that. What I really wanted was, 25 to 30. And what I figured out is we'll actually be adding another site to the site map, which is really cool. So we've got some swag bags, some giveaways, and overall, man, this is going to be awesome. So Mark Sexton asked how much. So the event is $95. And let me explain what that gets us. And unfortunately, events have to cost money. There's no way around it. But that gets you breakfast and lunch during the event, during the educational portion. It gets you entry into the social event, and then also gets you entered into any raffles that we have, which we're going to have a bunch. So a really awesome chance to win some machines, to win some gear. I thought a lot about doing this event, and so Clark's Cove Detecting said, is that per person? That is per person for the seminar portion. Because of breakfast and lunch and all of that. I've got a large block of rooms set aside at the Holiday Inn and Suites in North Virginia Beach. So rooms are discounted. I wanted to design this that if you went and you brought your family, The Holiday Inn has a tremendous amount of stuff for kids to do. They have a cinema area. They have a big playroom. They have 2 indoor pools. They said in October there's even a good possibility the outdoor pool is still open because the water will still be warm enough. I really wanted to create this as a family-friendly adventure as well. So Cliff says it's a great hotel, and it really is. Me and Jamie went and checked out the venue space and the rest of the hotel. It's beautiful. All of the rooms are ocean facing. It is absolutely phenomenal. So it's really awesome. Jed Carroll says, with flights being cheap from Seattle, now would be a good time to book. Absolutely, man. Here's the other reason we picked this week. This week is following the Neptune Festival in Virginia Beach. So this isn't a seated hunt. This will be 100% natural. But I will tell you that the Neptune Festival is one of the largest week-long festivals that happens in Virginia. I think close to 500,000 people attend this festival. They have concerts every day on the beach, on the ocean front, and it is tremendously popular. The other reason we chose is because the rates are cheaper then, but following that is one of the best opportunities to go out and find something on the beach. Absolutely a great chance. Jamie posted a bunch of rings down there, and that's what I hope we all get out to find with all of our newfound knowledges. New knowledges, whatever. Lots of pop tops, but I think that is with every beach. For you guys that are interested, here is the site map. I'm going to go ahead and drop that out so you guys have a little better understanding of where we're talking about. We've picked 4 very distinct, very special sites for very specific reasons. So we'll start up here at site number 4. So this is located on the Chesapeake Bay, right at the Lynn Haven Inlet. All of these areas have large parking areas, very accessible to get to, but all of them offer something very different. This is if you click on any of these on the site map, it'll come right up on the event site. So Site 4 offers flat water on the Chesapeake Bay, offers older silver coins as it does border this much older residential area, and adds this excitement of shipwreck finds from draining and dredging here and washing up from the Chesapeake Bay. It's a phenomenal site. I really want to go back and hunt there. I don't know why I've never done it before. Site 3 is right in front of the Holiday Inn and Suites. And this is the transitional area that goes from a residential area up north here to some of the more expensive beach areas to be at. Courtyard Marriott's here, some Princess Anne Country Clubs right down the road, the Hilton, and these are just general markers, site markers. So then you get into site 2. We call this the tourist or hotel area. A lot of the larger hotels and condos are located along this, all the way up to Virginia Beach Fishing Pier, and this is one of my favorite places to go. Also contained within here is that large stadium area that a lot of people will be attending at the 5th Street Beach stage. So a really cool opportunity to find some stuff dry sanding there as well. And then down here is more of a residential area that has a large parking lot and then a small surf beach along with a big rental area for beach houses and things like that. So really thought this thing out. Lots of different diverse sites for everyone to kind of pick and choose what they like. So, you know, it is interesting. So So, yeah, Adventures in History. Mark said a couple observations. This is the weekend after Digstock in upstate New York, which we made purposeful. It will be a smaller event. It will be much more intimate, much more personal level than hanging out with 1,000 of your closest friends. Just 150, and it will be geared for the educational part of this. I want to learn. I want to learn from our speakers. I want to have an enjoyable time. But, I think the beach is very accessible to a lot of people up and down the East Coast and West Coast. And I think that it's not really well known to a lot of folks who go out and metal detect. Now, there are the hardcore people, but if you're like me and Jamie or Ralph, we may pop onto the beach every so often. And sometimes we just feel like we don't know what we're doing. We certainly get lucky from time to time, but I think that this is going to be a good chance to learn. So there we go. That's kind of the huge announcement. If you guys are interested in checking that stuff out, I'll put the link there. There's also a Facebook link that if you want to chat, you want to talk about carpools, you want to talk about maybe even splitting a room. I know that it is close to Digstock, and I probably will go to Digstock and do this event as well. The Digstock thing is still up in the air, but hey, if you want to take a metal detecting vacation, why not go to Digstock and then come hang out at the beach? October in Virginia is lovely weather. The water temperatures are still warm near the ocean because we're so close to the Gulf of Mexico. So there is a ton of opportunity to find things. We will be adding other sites based off of what we perceive as the best places to park and parking availability. But there is a ton of stuff to go and do. Cliff says right in my hood, 20 minutes from there, and he's built most of the wooden structures along those beaches. Absolutely. Bubba Houston says he'd love to find a gold ring, and I think that's what this is about. I think this is about the opportunity to meet like-minded folks, hang out. I'm 100% sure we'll drink some beers, and we'll be adding things to this event as we progress. It's very bare bones, but I'm going to tell you right now, Meryl's going to be there, and if you don't have a good time hanging out with Meryl, you're not going to have a good time anywhere. So it is going to be fantastic. Here you go, Teresa. I'm going to post the event site. And if you guys see the Eventbrite Beach Blast logo in there, that is where you can find all the most updated, correct information. It's also going to be where you can purchase tickets. This is a ticketed event because it guarantees our spots. We've already sold tickets, so I'm 100% positive that this is going to sell out. It's not a huge event. 150 folks sounds like a lot, but it's going to be. I'm positive we're going to sell out. So I would be cautious and purchase your tickets early. GTA Dave, what's up, man? Scuba Sonya's here. It's all kinds of awesome stuff. And if anyone out there is interested in sponsoring the event, you want to donate something to the raffles, to the giveaway, I'm working on a pretty cool a possibility of a cool giveaway as well. That may be done in the raffle format, and if it's done in the raffle format, half or whatever, a portion of the proceeds will go to a local charity to try to give back locally. I do always believe in that. If we're going to do something like that, why not support the local community and give back to that as well? Scott Middle Metal, what is up, my brother? So Michael Busy Bee says Navy Reserves not knowing when his drill weekend is for October, he can't plan on this one. Well, as soon as you know, Michael, you have to come out and drop some beach metal detecting knowledge on us as well, because there's a lot of good folks coming up. I know Larry and Riley from Florida are already planning on coming up. Tink said he's bringing his wheat scent over from Ireland. So, it's going to be cool. Right now, I think one of the presentations we're working on is going to be basically a target breakdown presentation with a bunch of different targets, whether it's gold rings, silver ring, heavy gold rings, gold chains, silver coins, and it's going to be an interactive kind of group participation. Guess, we'll throw out some t-shirts. We're going to, to go along with your swag bag. We'll put we're going to make it fun and we're going to make it engaging so when you do hit that beach, you go, man, that's something I already heard, or it's something a little more expected. And it's going to be, so we're working with possibly my friend the Gig Master. I don't want to drop any names, but if you guys follow the Gig Master, hopefully we can get Steven over to hang out. We're working with Jim and Gina from Coils to the Soil as kind of our local experts, if you will. Jim and Gina hunt the beach a lot. They're big into relic hunting, but they're really sharp on the beach detecting as well. Crispy Kiwis, what is going on? All the way over from New Zealand. We have Japan and New Zealand. Just kind of Omega Mills are the one of our event sponsors who will be giving out detecting bags. They do some really cool stuff too with Equinox covers and different metal detecting covers. If somebody can drop them down, I think they just sell on eBay, but they make a phenomenal product. So I feel much better now. I feel much better getting that out. Billy Dunnett says he wants to try a Simplex Plus out on the beach. You may even be able to win one of those Simplex Pluses out on the Gone Diggin Beach Blast. I don't know. What do you guys think of that name? It was kind of something that I just kind of came up with off the top, and I actually want it to be actually a blast, a great time. So, Virginia Dirt Fishing says hunting with the gigs always an adventure. Yeah, so I've been talking to Steven, and Steven's gonna help. I think we'll get him in on the event to come and hang out. I think it's going to be really it's really going to be interesting. I know everybody wants to come to Virginia to metal detect for Civil War stuff, and I promise you we are going to make that happen. But for now, I really want to introduce something that is we can all learn or have a exciting experience with more interaction and more camaraderie, and kind of do something a little different than the normal kind of organized metal detecting. Go out, search for targets, and stick in your headphones all day. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely what I think we're gonna do. It's already done. All you got to do is go sign up now. Jersey History Hunters, what is up? What is the closest airport? The closest airport would be Norfolk, which is Norfolk, Virginia, which is right very close to the historic triangle of Williamsburg, Yorktown, and I think there's another part of that triangle. But so it's that would be the closest airport. If you were to fly into a little larger airport, that would be Richmond, and that would be right in their neck of the woods. And that's about 2 hours from Virginia Beach, but plenty of stuff to see and do. Norfolk isn't a bad airport to fly in. I've flown in and out a couple times, and it's actually really popular with the military and all that stuff as well. So it's pretty good. So if you don't get on a cruise ship, you'll never get off. A DP Dirt Fisher. Yeah. So other announcements I've got going on. I'll be on Metal Detecting Nation on Wednesday, and we will be chatting it up. So Teddy says, Matt, this is awesome to do some education, which is rarely given on these hunts. Yeah, I think that's kind of the purpose is, for $95 you get education, you get breakfast, you get lunch, you get social events. We're either going to do a night dig or a sunrise dig. And then so Sunday is geared for I know a lot of folks may not be able to stay all day on Sunday, but it's geared towards going out with your new friends, carpooling, hunting some of these different areas, maybe even venturing into some of the other beaches we didn't discuss. I'm going to add those into the map, which is available on the Eventbrite site, and you'll be able to see it. So, and Adventures in History said, plus someone's going to win some really cool stuff. Absolutely. Gary Penta's involved. It is going to be epic. I can't talk about how much I love that guy's work. It blows me away. All I wanted to do was win his miniature diorama at Florida Hunt 6. 5280 Tony said he wants to win a Simplex. Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure you'll have the opportunity to do that on this hunt as well. So Dime Detective said the closest airport is Norfolk ORF. That's right. Breakfast, brunch, beach detecting with the people that taught you something, and just tons and tons of stuff. I'm also working with a couple other scoop vendors to maybe get you a discount if you don't have a scoop, or create a travel scoop for the event as well. That's kind of the breakdown of that, but man, so yeah, Tony says 95 for the opportunity to win prizes, get all the info. It's a great deal. I hope so. I didn't want to make this like, I thought anything more than $100 was unreasonable. I tried to figure out what I was willing to pay for a weekend. So, and to be honest, I think for the event and under $250, you'll have a place to stay and you get attendance to the event. That's still cheaper than a lot of these organized metal detecting events that are $300. $250 at Diggin in Virginia, which I still feel like is a fantastic deal, but I still wanted to make it reasonable. So yeah, absolutely. Uh, Jed Carroll said, just got the... Dude, thank you, my friend. I don't know. Thanks for the yen. That is an awesome super chat. I absolutely love it. Fantastic. And thanks for hanging out, Sam Pirate. That's phenomenal. Plus 300 for a room, thus why we are poor. Actually, these these rooms are going to be pretty inexpensive. So right now the rooms are they're so I only have a certain number of blocked rooms. So if you are considering attending, consider booking early. The rooms are for 2 queens is 134, and for your whole suite that is ocean front for $170. I actually think that's pretty reasonable. So, can we sleep on the beach there? You can. You may not be alone though. There may be other people sleeping on the beach, and it depends on how the social event goes. Maybe I'll sleep there with you. Who knows? So Jed Carroll said the Idaho event is more than this and not as appealing. Well, cool, man. And I appreciate on any ideas you guys have, anything that you want, you think that we should add, and you know, or what any speakers that you would like to see. My idea with this is not to be stationary to Virginia Beach. My idea is to have this a movable event, and maybe next year we go to New Jersey, or maybe the following year we go to the Treasure Coast in Florida, or California, maybe we go to San Francisco. I don't know, but I want to have this as a mobile event for people to basically have a destination. For me to start off with, for Virginia Beach, I have the most knowledge of, and I want to create the best successful event I possibly can. So it is a that's my goal with this. So hey, next year's event, maybe we go hang out with the Jersey History Hunters somewhere on a beach in New Jersey. So who knows? Come on down to Florida in February. Maybe we do a February Florida where people who are in Michigan or who are in upstate New York and want warm weather detecting, we go to the Treasure Coast in Florida. I've always wanted to hunt there, and I've always wanted to make that happen. So maybe we can do that too. Adventures in Dirt still likes his name for the event. Go ahead and drop that in there. Yeah, Frankie, man, I'm stoked. I'm really excited. We're gonna have a great opportunity for a lot of like-minded people come and hang out, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Jamie says, I'm glad it's finally out. That makes 2 of us, man. So if you guys are wondering what I'm working on for the next, oh shoot, it's not even really that far away. A little less than 7 months from now. Tony, thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Tony's awesome. Go check out 5280. Come to That's right. Frankie will be there. It's going to be fantastic. He said he'll also have bail money. I think Frankie should just park a boat in Rudy Inlet for us to all stay on. But who knows? Man, it's Ross said he'll be there. Ross will be down hanging out with the family, I hope. Jamie will be there. Ralph will be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really different and a lot. It's going to be pretty exciting. Something I've never experienced before, and I'm really stoked. So that's an announcement. And everybody's came and hung out for this. That's super cool. I'm excited to release more of this information as we go on. Look for in the next few days more info about Merrill. Merrill will put his bio, kind of what he likes about beach metal detecting, and as the months go on, we will be dropping the titles and topics of each presentation and each presenter. I don't want to give them all away at once, but I'm going to tell you we have some really good presenters that are going to be lined up. October 17th and 18th this year, it's going to be phenomenal. Cliff's out. Thank you, my brother, for coming and hanging out. You'll get to see Cliff's amazing dock work on any of these sites. And we'll just keep updating, and we're going to keep progressing and making it better. Again, if you guys know of anybody who'd be interested in sponsoring anything for the raffles or the giveaways, please let me know. I'm super excited about all the giveaways we're going to have. And I'm stoked about really about the next few months. Metal Detecting Nation on Wednesday. I'll make sure I put that up in the community section of YouTube. I'll also put that up on the Facebook page. The beach event is there on the Facebook page as well. I'll link to Eventbrite and all of that stuff. If you guys have any questions or concerns or anything you want to you want to go over, you need help with accommodations or any of that stuff, let me know. Certainly the Holiday Inn is not the only hotel in Virginia Beach, and there may be an opportunity to find a less expensive one throughout Virginia Beach. But I did want to keep things central with the room and the event space and all that stuff. So that's kind of how we went that way. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me. And hopefully I'll be digging with Scott at Diggin in Virginia here soon. Discover E, what is going on, my friend? So, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Will like it or not. My wife generally doesn't like it, but my phone is always on, always available. Is it pet friendly? That is a good question, Clark's Cove Detecting. I will check that out. Off the top of my head, I'm not really sure. Sam Pirate, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. Thank you for the 250 yen super chat. I can actually say I received an awesome super chat from Sam Pirate, who has a great channel. Go check him out. I hope you guys supported each and everybody in the chat tonight. We've had so many awesome channels here hanging out. Jim says prep for jellyfish if you're hunting in the water, and that's why we've got a local guy who knows. So if you have a light wetsuit, that's probably going to be pretty good if you're in the water. But there's a lot more to come on this. And I think I have said a lot, and I super appreciate it to everyone who has come and hung out for this huge announcement. Let's talk about the live stream. The live stream, I won't say woes, but I will say the upcoming live streams. I have some fantastic guests coming up for the March, all the way into a live stream at Diggin in Virginia, all the way into April. So my question My question for you guys is, I've traditionally stopped doing the live stream in May. Should I continue the live stream till June, or like the middle of May? Is everybody out detecting and doesn't really check live streams out? That's something just to ponder over and let me know. I'll ask that in the community section as well. DK says it all starts now. It does. It does all start now. We've done a lot of the legwork already, and I wouldn't have been comfortable announcing this if we hadn't done all of the really hard work to begin with. So deposits have been made, brochures have been made, flyers have been made. We are going to do a bunch of stuff. Brad said, is Kurt coming out? He went fishing not too far from there. I'm going to invite my friends from the old THBs. I hope that they would be interested in coming and hanging out with us. But, they're busy dudes, and October's a long ways away from them, so I can't really speak for them. And I certainly don't have anything nailed down. So we'll see about that. Mike from Iffy Signals is here. What is going on, Iffy? So we'll figure all that stuff out. But how about this? We're going to get into a couple different streams that I think you guys will really find enjoyable in the next couple months. We're going to start it off with Sidestep Adventures next Tuesday. And it is going to be phenomenal. If you guys don't know Sidestep Adventures, Robert, he does some really cool things. He does a lot of cool research, and I think it is something that us as metal detecting folks can take away from the exploring community, because they find permission very similar to how we do. They look for a lot of similar things that we do, whether it's house sites or graveyards or cemeteries. Though we don't detect those are generally places of occupation, so lots of people were around there. Robert's a super cool guy, super interested in history, and it will be a lot of fun. They are phenomenal. They have a great channel, and they do really cool stuff like firing huge cannons and exploring cemeteries and wandering back roads. So I'm really excited to feature them. So look for that stream coming up. I've got a bunch of different metal detecting channels coming on, and a really cool exploring channel. I don't want to give it away yet, but in the beginning of April is going to be phenomenal. He's Canadian A, and he does great stuff. So we've spoke a lot tonight, or I've spoke a lot tonight. Robert does magnet fishing as well. I appreciate each and every single one of you coming and hanging out this evening. Thank you. Super big thank you to Sand Pirate Treasure Hunter for the super chat of 250 yen, which is super cool. And I feel like we have something awesome to look forward to in the next few months. If the summertime and metal detecting wasn't enough, now I've added one more thing to go along with Dig Stock. Now we have the Gone Diggin' Beach Blast. It is going to be a great time. So, you know how we do. If you can, I hope next week you're able to go out and find some history. And if you're not able to go out and find history, I hope you're able to go out and make history. My name's Matt. This is Gone Diggin' Live from the Relic Room. And we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching.